Hello, this time we're going to discuss about one-step equation. We're going to solve a given equation. Okay? In solving equation, we need to consider this one. We need to remember the inverse operations. Okay? It means that the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. The inverse operation of subtraction is addition. The inverse of multiplication is division, and the inverse of division is multiplication. This will help you lots in solving a given equation. Okay, let us have examples. We have here x plus 7 equals 21. This is an equation. When we are talking about solving, we're looking for the solution of the given equation. We're looking for the value of x. What will be the value of x wherein if you're going to add 7, the outcome is 21. Okay? In order to find for the value of x, we're going to isolate x, meaning we're going to remove this. And how to remove that? By giving the opposite. Okay? What is the opposite of positive 7? That is negative 7. So you're going to write negative 7 on both sides of the equation. And this illustrates subtraction properties of equality. So you now have x here. Positive 7 minus 7, that will be 0, is equal to 21 minus 7 is equal to 14. So the solution of the given equation is x equals 14. The next one we have here, x minus 4 equals negative 5. The opposite of negative 4, that is positive 4. Okay? So you're going to write positive 4 on both sides of the equation. You may not write positive, but it would be better for you to write positive to indicate that that is plus 4 because you might confuse. Okay? This one illustrates the addition property of equality. So we now have here x, negative 4 plus 4, that will be 0, is equal to negative 5 plus 4, that is equal to negative 1. Okay, the next one we have here, 3x equals negative 18. We're going to find for the value of x, and x has a coefficient of 3. In solving equation, make sure that the coefficient of x is equal to 1. But here, the coefficient of x is 3. And how are we going to make it to 1? We're just going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. Why? Because 3 divided by 3, that is equal to 1. So we now have here x is equal to 18 divided by 3, that is 6. Do not forget your sign. Negative divided by positive, that is negative. Okay? The next one we have here, x over 4 is equal to 9. The operation between x and 4 is division. Again, what is the opposite of division? It is multiplication. So meaning we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 4. This illustrates the property, multiplication property of equality. Okay, so we have here the denominator of 4 is 1. 4 times x, that is 4x, all over 1 times 4, that is 4, is equal to 9 times 4 equals 36. So 4 divided by 4, that is 1. So you now have x is equal to 36. Before I forget, this example number 3 illustrates the division property of equality. Okay? So again, the first example illustrates the subtraction property of equality. The second one illustrates addition property of equality. The third one illustrates division property of equality. And the fourth one illustrates multiplication properties of equality. Okay? Next one we have here. Your variable is on the other side of the equation, so do not be confused. Just isolate it. Just remove this one. So in order to isolate this one, you need to get the opposite of positive 5, and that is negative 5. Negative 5. So you now have x, positive 5 plus negative 5, that will now be 0, is equal to negative 1 plus negative 5, that is negative 6. So negative 6 is equal to x. Or you can rewrite it as x equals negative 6. They're just the same. Negative 6 equals x is just the same as x equals negative 6. That is symmetric property. Okay, the next one we have here. X minus 2 equals 8. So the opposite of negative 2, that is positive 2. Do not forget, you need to write it on both sides of the equation. So you now have here x. Negative 2 plus 2, that is 0. Then 8 plus 2, that is equal to 10. Okay? The next one we have here. So we're going to solve for x, and your x has a coefficient of negative 3. You're going to divide both sides of the equation by negative 3. Okay? So you now have x here equals negative divided by negative, that is positive. And what is 48 divided by 3? And that is equal to 16. Okay? The last one we have here. X over 6 is equal to 8. The operation between x and 6 is division. So we're going to get the inverse of division, that is multiplication. We're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 6. What is the denominator of 6 here? That is 1. So just multiply it. 6 times x, that is 6x. All over 1 times 6, that is 6, is equal to 8 times 6, that is 48. So you now have x here is equal to 48. Okay? Let us concentrate on the last example. And actually, you still have another solution or another way in order to solve this one. And that is through what we call cross multiplication. Cross multiply. What is the denominator of 8? That is 1. So just cross multiply it. Just do this one. X times 1, that is 1x, is equal to 6 times 8, and that is 48. Is there a need for us to write 1 as the coefficient of x? No. If the coefficient of x is 1, you can not write it. Or it means to say, you may not write it anymore. So the value is x equals 48. Okay? Cross multiplication is intended in this kind of example. Did you get it? Okay? Hope you get it. Hope you understand it.